Is always investigating.
And welcome back to 7 News Now Sunday morning. Meteorologist Maureen McCann out enjoying the nice weather this morning. She's at Glendale's Infinity Park for the championships of today's International Defense Sevens Rugby Tournament. Mo, must be fun out there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the fun's going to all begin at 10:30 when the matches begin. And there's going to be rugby all day long here. And eventually they'll be crowning the champion later on this evening. Now, I'm here with Linda Cass today. Linda, you are with the City of Glendale with Infinity Park. This is an amazing event to be happening right here in Glendale.
Thank you. It is. This is our second annual Serevi Rugby Town Sevens. It's an international sevens tournament, and it is just nonstop action. 50 games over the course of 2 days. Amazing 7-minute halves, 2-minute half times. They are fast-moving games.
And before we came on air, you gave me all the teams that were playing, and then I get on air and I couldn't remember all of them because there were so many. Tell us who's going to be playing here today.
Well, we've got all 5 of the U.S. Armed Forces teams, so the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Marines, and Air Force. They'll be competing, as well as the French Armed Forces, the British Royal Air Force, and then we have teams from all over the world. We have the Cayman Islands team, the Bermuda national team, Mexico's national team, the U.S. national team, as well as the All-Americans, 4 teams from the Olympic Development Academies,
wow,
because this is going to be in the Olympics in 2016. So we're all about trying to get these players into the program so that they'll be competing in the Olympics in 2016.
That's amazing. Now, for people that want to come out here today, can you buy your tickets at the door?
Absolutely. Tickets are $10. That gets you into the entire day of games. There's over 20 games today. Sevens is a very fast-moving form of rugby and is so exciting. I just really encourage everybody to come out and see what's going to be in the Olympics in 2016.
Absolutely. And then how long does it go on until tonight? When will the championship game be?
So the championship rounds will start at 5, and they'll go until about 7:30. The what we call the cup final in rugby will be played at 7:30 tonight, and it's just going to be a great day of rugby.
Excellent. And real quick, a website that people can look at the schedule and look at the tournament lineup?
Yep, go to rugbytownusa.com and you'll be able to see the schedule. You'll be able to track what's happening, see all the action from yesterday, and how the teams are going to line up for today.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Great information. And by the time we get to 5 o'clock, that's when the temperatures will start to be a little more comfortable.
They absolutely will.
Yeah.
And it's going to be beautiful here.
Yeah, it's going to be a little warm this afternoon, though. You can see this morning we have the U.S. Navy practicing behind us, enjoying these comfortable temperatures, and they're going to see a big warm-up into the next several hours. So as we go to the maps, I'll begin with a look at temperatures around Colorado this morning. Most places are enjoying sunshine, but we will have a little bit of low cloudiness on the eastern plains. Sterling, Burlington, low to mid 60s, 40s as you go up in elevation to Leadville, Aspen, and to Steamboat. Now, the satellite and radar through the overnight hours has some of those low clouds. You can see them by the darker gray shading to the east of I-25. That signals that they're lower to the ground. So there may be a little bit of fog to impact your visibility traveling the I-76 or I-70 corridor, but that will lift over the next few hours. By noontime, scattered clouds and hazy sunshine. I'll put in a 20% chance of rain today because look what happens by 3 p.m. We start to see those pop-up showers. Not anticipating severe weather, and we're not going to get a lot of moisture with these rain showers either. If anything, just some breezy conditions, some gusty winds, maybe some small hail and lightning. By 4 to 7 p.m., that's when some of these could be passing by, but they'll be very isolated in nature. It's a small chance that you'll get under one of these, but the likelihood is there that some places will see some action on the radar later today. So that's how it looks at 7 p.m. After sunset, we'll see the coverage diminishing. And we'll get back to the scattered clouds. Now, your 7-day planner has us at 94 degrees. The existing record for today is 98, and that was set back in 2011. Tomorrow, very similar. I'll put in those 20% rain chances through midweek, and then the rain chances come up by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But today should be a primarily dry day, especially for the early matches here at Infinity Park if you're going to be coming out here to take in the rugby. So again, the doors open at 9:30. The tournament begins at 10:30, and there will be matches throughout the day, and the championship rounds will begin at 5 p.m. So you can find out plenty of information online by going to rugbytownusa.com, and we'll have more from Infinity Park here throughout the morning, Tyler.
All right, Maureen, looks like a lot of fun. Enjoyed that demonstration by the Navy, too. All right, when 7 News Now Sunday morning continues, the Broncos with a tough loss to the Seahawks. Happening today, if you're a big rugby fan or even if you've never seen a match, now's your chance. Glendale's Infinity Park hosting the International Defense Sevens Rugby Championship with all-star teams from our armed forces. And meteorologist Maureen McCann is live there this morning. And Maureen, I understand you're getting very interactive out there.
Yeah, I'm taking part in the Four Corners drill this morning with the U.S. Navy team. Got a little bit of an instructional session before we came live here, learning how to toss the ball and take part in this drill. So that's what's happening here at Infinity Park this morning. This is all part of the International Men's Sevens Tournament, and the doors will be opening at 9:30. The U.S. Navy will be playing. They're one of some 20 games that are going to be taking place today here at Infinity Park. With this world-class tournament, teams from all over the world and also all of the U.S. Armed Forces will be participating as well. So we're here early on this beautiful Sunday morning, taking advantage of the comfortable temperatures that we have outside right now. If you're going to be up early, temperatures will be definitely a lot more comfortable than later on this afternoon. 50s and 60s right now, and then as we go into the planner, we'll be looking at those numbers climbing to about 94 degrees once again this afternoon. Yesterday we got to 97. We broke a record in Denver. Today the existing record is 98 degrees, and that is going to be likely we'll stay below that, but still sunshine and some haze along with a few isolated afternoon storms, and then we'll be getting into the chance for a few more storms later on in the week. We'll get to the 7-day coming up in just a few minutes. Can you tell that I'm out of breath because of taking part in this morning? I can't imagine all the teams that aren't used to the altitude that are going to be playing in all this today, and combine that with the heat. But again, we'll be practicing here throughout the morning, and we'll have more from Infinity Park coming up in just a little bit.
Excellent, Maureen. I have to give you credit. That's a tough drill if you've never done it before. Nice job up there. New this morning, a woman is recovering after falling on Castle Peak in the...
Welcome back on this Sunday morning. We are live at Infinity Park in Glendale, the home of the International Men's Sevens Tournament that will be starting today at 10:30. And there's going to be about 20 matches taking place throughout the day. And I'm here with the coach of the U.S. Navy and also the manager of the French Armed Forces to get a little bit more information about who's going to be playing and what it means to be coming here to Glendale, because this really has become a destination for rugby. Now, Steve, tell me about the U.S. Navy program and what you've been doing in the past 2 weeks.
We bring sailors in from all over the world, as far away as Japan, Hawaii, and Italy. I've got 2 players here from Italy, which is where I came here from. We have been coming here for the last 2 years. We do our training camp here at Buckley Air Force Base for the first week, and then we cut down to 12 players in order to play in the Rugby Town Sevens and the Armed Forces Championship.
And what does it feel like to come here to Glendale for this particular tournament? 'Cause this is a really special one with all the world-class teams that are taking part.
Absolutely. Here in the United States, Glendale is considered to be rugby mecca.
Yeah.
We're the center of the rugby world in the United States, and so we're very fortunate to be able to come here. And we're looking forward to coming here for the next 2 years because it looks like the Armed Forces Championships will be back here in Glendale for 2014 and 15. So we're really excited about it, and it's an opportunity for our guys to play rugby in a place that's at a higher level than they'll ever get to play at.
Absolutely, and it's not just for the U.S. Armed Forces, but this has a huge international component too. Teams from all over the world. So again, Alex, you came here from France, and what's that transition like, especially in terms of the altitude?
Yeah, it's quite difficult with the altitude here, but we are here from 1 week. We were last Sunday. It was a big travel from France to be, but we are here as last year. Well, welcome here. Everybody is very kind with us, so it's amazing to be here for the second time this year.
And what are your what's your team playing in today? When's your matches? Do you know your lineup?
We'll play today at 12:20. Yeah, for the quarterfinal of the cup, because we were qualified yesterday. So I hope everything will go well today for my team.
And really quick, this is men's sevens. So for people that aren't familiar with rugby, can you, Steve, give me a little bit of an overview of what that's like? It's a very fast-paced game, right?
Sure, absolutely. The traditional game is 15s, so it's basically the size of an exploded football field or a soccer field. It's 70 meters wide by 100 meters long. and is typically played for 80 minutes with 15 players. The sevens version is the same size field, but with only 7 players. And so it's a much faster paced game. It's wide open running and tackling, and it's a very exciting version, but it's shortened to 14 minutes. So 2 7-minute halves and a 1-minute halftime, and it's explosive, and you'll play 3 or 4 matches in a day. And so it adds a lot of excitement and an opportunity to see a lot of different teams play and a lot of different levels of rugby. So if people come out and watch, they'll get to see a lot of excitement, a lot of big runs, a lot of big hits, and see something that they've never done before.
Absolutely. Great information. Thank you guys for being here so early on this Sunday morning, too, while the weather is comfortable here, because later on today at the field, we're going to see those readings climbing up into the 90s. So let's go to the maps and look at our state temperatures, and we'll be looking at the readings that are going to be in the 50s and 60s for most neighborhoods along and east of I-25 onto the satellite and radar, which has some low clouds on the eastern plains. Visibility is pretty good here in Denver, aside from the fog